Good morning everyone, Gadget here for another episode on the Henry's YouTube channel, and I want to talk about my top 5 favorite camera related accessories. Let's get this started. Welcome back everyone, and if you're not already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We have a ton of great content on the way. Let's not waste any more time. I want to talk about my top 5 favorite accessories. Now, whether it's a photo shoot or a video shoot, there's a few key things that I like to take with me no matter where I go, just because of how much utility they provide. And I love hearing about other creators and what they bring along, so be sure to share your favorite accessories in the comments below. But let's get this list started. The first item I want to talk about is the Peak Design Tech Pouch. Now there's many different pouches and bags and accessory pieces you can get for your camera bag that are on the market, but I've used a bunch of them and I will tell you the Tech Pouch is the one that wins out for me. It provides a good balance between its size, portability, and the amount of pouches and slots that it has, and I just love how everything is divided in a way that can make a lot of sense. So for example, I can have my audio accessories on one side, my cable management and memory management in the middle, and then use the far side for some sort of other miscellaneous products. It really is customizable to how you shoot. Whenever I'm on a photo shoot or some sort of production, there is things in this tech pouch that are related to the content that I'm producing, whether it's audio, video, photo, what have it, this thing comes in clutch. It's something that I recommend for many users because it's just nice to have something where you can go to and find the key tools and pieces for your production. So that's the first thing I'm gonna recommend. It might not be the most spiciest recommendation, but a Peak Design Tech Pouch, telling you it comes in clutch. Coming in at that second spot for me is the Aputure MX and MC Lights. These things, well, I just fell in love with them as soon as they were available. You have these tiny battery-powered lights that are incredibly reliable, charge via USB-C, and the newer MC offer multiple colors that you can use to mix and create unique looks with. The reason I love this is that it just provides an easy way to add more ambience to your images. I was on one production recently where I wanted to emulate a lamp in the background on my subject, and I just took one of these lights, brought it to a warm color, and had my model hold it on the side, and the end result was something that looks like the lamp was actually lighting the model's face. This is something that you don't immediately think you'll need every time you go on a photo shoot or a video shoot, but you can find great utility in them just to put them in little places or hang them somewhere, or even provide your own cool unboxing. You know, there's stuff that you can do with these lights that are incredibly creative, and I gotta give my hats off to Aputure. I've been using these lights for a very long time, all over the world when it was, well, safe to travel, and the amount of beating that these things have went through and the amount of charges they went through, they still last. They work incredible. I love the magnetic attachment on the MX that allows you to diffuse the light even just a little bit. I have to say, if this is not in your kit, what are you even doing? This is something that just about any content creator will find value in. Number 3 on the list is the Manfrotto Pixi tripod. This tiny thing, hear me out, has been a surprising accessory in my kit. I didn't think I would use it as much as I would, but I found that it just gave stability, no pun intended, to a lot of items that I was trying to execute. For example, I can have this screwed to the bottom of a strobe light like the Godox AD200 and have one of my assistants hold it at an off angle that might be difficult to replicate with a stand. Or I can have this screwed onto a Zoom H6 recorder and have multiple microphones going in for a mobile podcast solution. There's so many different things that you can mount this on because of its universal mount, and then you can go ahead and adjust it. Well, I won't over explain this thing. I will just tell you that it comes in handy more often than not, and it's something that I always pack with me. Number 4 on this list is a little bit newer. It's the FeiyuTech Vimble 2S. And yes, that's a mouthful, but quite simply, I didn't think I would want one of these things. It is a little bit newer to the market, but I just thought, well, if I'm gonna use my phone camera, it has pretty good stabilization, But I realize at this price point, the value that it provides, well, it just gives me a sense of confidence. And I'll tell you how I use this. I'll bring this along to my photo shoots or my video shoots, and I'll usually give this to someone that isn't directly assisting the shoot. Maybe it's the makeup artist or a stylist. I'll give it to them, ask them to just put their phone on it and capture behind the scenes footage, because they're gonna be doing that anyway for their Instagram, what have you. At least this way, we can stabilize the footage to take advantage of these great powerful cameras that are in our mobile devices and get something that looks a lot more usable. I find myself getting more clean footage, more usable footage when the camera is attached to something like this. And again, at this price point, it makes it very affordable for everyone to have with them. So even if you don't have a mirrorless camera or the latest cinema camera, having something like this attached to your mobile device really does step up the quality of your work. And I found that by having something like this, even though I might not be using it as often, I give it to my team, have them go around, run with it, capture footage, I end up getting a ton of usable content, and it works wonders. It's really surprising how well this can clean up and make the footage from a mobile device that much more better. And last on our list is the Gnarbox 2.0. This was announced a little while ago, and over the months, the team at Gnarbox have refined the product and made it better. Quite simply, it is a portable hard drive that's available in multiple sizes. It has a built-in SSD, but it also has a CPU, GPU, and battery. And what this allows you to do is when you're in the field, back up your footage. Depending on what kind of memory card you have, or if you have a card reader, you just plug it in, it downloads the footage for you, it'll categorize them, date the folders, and have it nested in a way that makes sense to you. But it doesn't stop there. They also have companion apps that allow you to go through, rate your images, sort your images, and just triage your work before you get to your computer. But it doesn't stop there. If you're a video shooter, you can have your content downloading and transcode to a more editor-friendly format like ProRes on the go with no computers involved. You can even create proxy files on the go. What's even more crazy, I'll try not to get too excited, but if you have an iPad, you can download an app like LumaFusion and wirelessly edit footage on the go. It is super powerful, and the team at Gnarbox continue to make this product better and better over time. You can bring along multiple batteries, you can use it to charge an external device. It is water resistant, dust resistant. We've dropped it multiple times and it still continues to work. And one thing I appreciate is the team at Gnarbox, they are super responsive with their customer support. They have a really robust FAQ page when you're getting started, but if you email them, you're gonna get a response really quickly. They wanna make sure that you have all the information you need to get up and running with something like this. It's a bit of a novel product, and it's not until you start using it you really see how valuable it is and how much it can amp up your production. But I've become someone that was kind of excited to absolutely sold on this thing. Whenever I go to a photo shoot, somewhere in between I'm swapping out cards and I have it go to the Gnarbox and just download on the go. And that way I have 2 copies before I even get home to my home machine. And that's where you want to get to, where your workflow is almost bulletproof. And there you have it, everyone. Those are my top 5 accessories that I like to bring with me on any production. But I want to hear from you. What are your top 5 accessories? Or is there just one thing you can't live without? And listen, yes, you need a camera, you need a lens. I'm talking about the things that go around that. Let me know in the comments below and let's continue the conversation there. As always, my name's Gadgen. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.